Wednesday's market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Futures looking up today on Alcoa's beat, but they actually missed. Okay, so kind of a mixed bag out of Alcoa. And of course, Alcoa kicking off earnings season is unofficial, and it's not, you can use this at a cocktail party this weekend. Why does Alcoa report first? Well, its letters are AA, and the guy that told you that would have to go get you a beer because he'd be wrong. It's because the CEO ages ago wanted to be first, and that's why they do it first, not because of their ticker symbol. But they beat pretty badly on revenue and some accounting tricks, but beat analyst forecasts. And as we know at Top Gun here, if you can't hit the ball over the net, you lower the net. So, the companies go out and tell the world how horrible things are going to be. And when things are less horrible, the stock rallies and they call it a beat, right? So other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? So the futures are indicating up. We'll take it after, obviously, the Friday and Monday sell-off, and yesterday a little bit flat, but seeing a little bit of life back in the market today. Biggest thing we're going to see today, along with earnings season starting to roll off the catapult here, are the Fed meeting minutes, and it's these come out 3 weeks after that. Janet Yellen gave her press conference essentially when she said, "Hey, we're going to look at interest rates raising interest rates 6 months after we ease our tapering," and the market went crazy to the downside. Of course, she ran out to a speech in Chicago and said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to be here forever." And then we had your face-off rally. So let's take a look at the written word. So that'll be potentially market-moving information this afternoon at 2 o'clock. We'll get some inventories as well. Seeing a lot of housing and mortgage information. Really starting to see the market starting to soften up in housing. At a strategic level, I thought this was very interesting. There are 40 central banks that are just hoarding up on what they think is going to be the new reserve central currency. And guess what, folks? It ain't the U.S. Look at the periods of history when reserve currency status ended for countries. And I'll tell you what, and if you guessed China, you'd be right. The yuan is being hoarded by at least 40 central banks. And China really is working hard behind the scenes to ditch the dollar as reserve currency. And I got to tell you, over in the Middle East, they hate pricing oil in dollars. So get ready for the world's next economic superpower to take the place of the United States as the world's reserve currency. And sticking internationally over in Asia, we talked about that. We talked about this in our live trading sessions because we have a couple positions long-term bullish on Japan, thinking that Abe and the Bank of Japan with Kuroda are going to get them out of the mess, the 2-decade mess they've been wandering around in. And we talked about how April 1st, the new sales tax went into effect. National sales tax went up to 8% from 5%. Survey said April 1st through the 7th, sales crashed 25%. And Abe has been saying time and time again, hey, if we even see a little bit of a hiccup in the economy, we're going to ditch that sales tax or do something. Well, Mr. Abe, this is more than a hiccup. It's kind of a throw up. So guess what? That's probably going to. And the EWJ, one of the positions we have, is actually up this morning. So is bad news good news? Well, the way I'm reading that with the EWJ being up is that they know that Abe has said he would fix this if it's going to damage the economy, or they're expecting the Bank of Japan to come run to the rescue like they always do when something bad happens in Japan, in the market or the economy. Kind of like our Fed, right? So that's what's going on, folks. Weekly options trades here at TGO are doing great. 3 weekly options trades on right now. We have an Apple Iron Condor that's up about $700 in 2 days. We have a Chipotle Iron Condor that's up about $2,000 in 2 days, and we have an SPX Iron Condor that's down $600. But with the futures indicating up, this one's going to go right down the fairway. It looks like. So in 2 days, in our weekly options model portfolio, we're looking at $2,000 in gains. So that's pretty cool. The $1,000 a day. And my mission objective in the weekly options model portfolio is to gain at least $1,000 per week. So we're already well ahead of our mission objective for the week, and we have a potential gain of maybe about $12,000-$13,000 this week in weekly options on limited risk. Okay, and I think that's on about the max risk of all three these trades is about $20,000. So making potentially making better than a 50% return, $13,000 on $20,000 in risk is pretty cool. Don't want to jinx it, Anything can happen between Wednesday and Friday expiration. The world could completely change, but we're looking really good in our weekly options model portfolio, so that puts a smile on my face. If you're interested in getting into our weekly options program, giving it a 2-week test flight, we do a live trading session every Monday morning, 9:45 to 10:15. And it doesn't matter. Hey, Wiz, I work for a living. I'm busy Monday mornings. Doesn't matter. I stop during the live trade brief and immediately send out a text and email alert with the trades that I'm adding to the model portfolio. And then throughout the week, I send out email and text alerts letting investors know what I am doing with those positions in the model portfolio. So you're always in the loop, and we've been doing really, really good with this so far. We're also going to throw in a couple of our proprietary training manuals here, our primary workbook, our options pocket checklist, and we'll give you 8 hours of video training as well. It's only $38 for a 2-week test flight. That's not even a good bottle of wine for a 2-week test flight that, as you just saw, with 3 trades could potentially yield $13,000. So if you can't recognize that's a good trade, don't sign up, because you're not going to understand anything that's going on. You don't have the capacity mentally. Okay? Not a poke, just being honest and debriefing and using lessons learned from other folks. Okay? So I got to run. Going to be a busy trading day today. So happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back Thursday morning with our SITREP here at Top Gun Options. We'll see you.